So, Mr. President, how would you describe the state of the economy right now?
Yeah, we're doing a very good job, but not Jerome Powell.
In my last term, I gave you fair share, but the very next day, we raise up the rates. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone loyal. Last quarter, the public was mad. Businesses were right, but you didn't cut. This time, for the stock to climb, I'll teach everyone some econ.
You saw the inflation numbers, they just came out today. What great timing. Practically no inflation. And yet we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. And this is small potatoes by comparison, but small potatoes by comparison.
My big and beautiful bill, it cut the taxes through fiscal policy skill. Tell me people, do you know about fiscal? Well, we don't need your own, I'll give you your nickels. That's fiscal. I signed a bill and sent it, saying let's cut the taxes, and I meant it. Now I know how recession feels, but if you cut the tax, I'll make things great once again. Last quarter, you didn't listen, so I had to use my tools to make you a fool. Through taxes and government spending, fiscal policy can stop the recession. Last quarter, my deep tax cuts, they increase aggregate demand just like I had planned. With the shift right, our future seems bright, and recessionary gap is closing. Tiny fiscal has its problems too. There's political bias and the time like too. You don't admit it, but monetary policies you need. I'm gonna have to show you the problem. The more deficit spending, the interest rates rise. Crowding out occurs and less investment is your pride. Ooh, and you borrow too much and so the price has gone up. Last fiscal, you moved AD right, but in return caused an inflationary spike. This year, as my turn goes near, I'll face our economic problem.
Last quarter, I cut interest rates. I tried increasing aggregate demand, it might sting like a bee. With interest low, inflation will grow, so watch out for your egg prices. At the end of the day, we need both monetary and the government too, the fiscal policy. I cut the rates for you.
With Jerome Powell out of the office, how do you feel now?
Feel great. Too late. Jerome, too late, Powell, I call him. Still hate that guy.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. With Jerome out, I'm grinning and everyone's singing to sea of good years. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Time for monetary policy too. With the Fed and committee and FOMC, they control supply. Using tools, the Fed will take care of it all. There'll be open markets buying and interest rates falling and money supply starts to grow. There'll be massive bond buying and talks of Fed trying from recessions long ago. It's an inflation-y time of the year. There'll be discount rates rising and funds will be blowing. Inflation's not near. It's an inflation-y time of the year.
There'll be times of recessing, OMOs for selling, and depleting rates off for show. There'll be scary J stories and tales of the worries of Fed system long ago. It's the most inflation-y time of the year. There'll be much easing in markets and confidence growing when the new Fed is here. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Facing a recessionary gap, that's where unemployment is high and output is low. In an inflationary gap, the economy is overheated, driving prices up. To fix this, we use two main levers, monetary and fiscal policies.
For monetary policy, the Federal Reserve, or the WHO, uses tools like open market operations, or OMOs, the discount rate and reserve requirements, the what. And they do this to close a recessionary gap. They buy bonds to lower the interest rates. And to fight inflation, they also sell bonds to raise rates. For fiscal policy, the Congress and the President are the WHO. They adjust taxes and government spending. And in a recession, they increase spending or cut taxes to boost aggregate demand, as we can see here.
Both policies shift the aggregate demand model to restore full employment. Monetary policy hits the money market first. Expansionary policy increases the supply of loanable funds, lowering real interest rates. On the other hand, fiscal policy impacts the loanable funds market differently. Deficient spending increases the demand for funds, which can crowd out private investments by raising interest rates. Monetary policy is fast since they don't need approval of Congress, and is also non-political because economics drive the decision, but they can be ineffective if banks don't lend. Fiscal policies target specific sectors effectively, but suffers from long political delays and the burden of future debt.
Thank you.